Hello, welcome to my life. Today's Monday, November 20th. It's the start of Thanksgiving week, and this is what it is. It's actually been a decent day, although the day is half done. It's 1:42, the day is half done. The little one is on her nap, but she started napping an hour ago, which is fantastic. It's gonna be a walk and talk, because I'm boiling some water for dinner, trying to get started on dinner now. We're having pasta with salmon and peas. So that is something I'm doing to get ready the day, or the night, excuse me, because I'm hoping to go to Target to pick up some items for baking, which is exciting. The water earlier. It is what it is. So I'm making this rum spiced fruit cake, and it's been a multi-day operation. I started on Friday, and the fruit is stewing. I made the browning liquid yesterday night, which was exciting. It was an adventure. There was a lot of smoke, but everything smelled fantastic, and I'm really excited to have this because I do enjoy a good project. Oh, that's our vacuum in the corner there. I do enjoy a good project over the holidays, so I'm happy to be doing this, making this cake as our project for this holiday. So what I'm wanting to go pick up is a springform cake pan, have an excuse to go get a cake pan from Target. So I've ordered it, waiting for pickup now. Ideally in the next hour and a half, I'll be able to pop out and go grab it. So that's what's on the list for today, and I'd like to have dinner started so that it's not so hectic when we get back, because now that it's getting darker earlier, I feel like the night just goes, which I personally love. I am kind of I'm like a bear. I like to hibernate. I love when the day gets dark because dark early, because I feel like it's an excuse to kind of cozy up, but it does make the day go very fast. So it's going on 2 o'clock. I know by 4 the day's pretty much over. Then I end up doing things for the night. So I end up being productive at night, trying to be productive at night. So that's that. So people have asked about my tips for staying organized in a small space. You can see clearly there's very little organization going on. That's actually something I would love to do. In the future, I would love to make a video on organizing in small spaces, but at the moment I don't feel like my organization is all that great. It's just basically shoving things where they fit. There's a lot of the Tetris organizing going on. So that's my tip, is just don't buy a lot of stuff. So waiting on the water to boil. Probably good to start now. I don't know if it'll get any more oily. I had the greatest of intentions of doing a task list for today. The task is survive and get my work done. So because I do work a full-time job in addition to caring for my little one who's 14 months. It's a little crazy. We are actively seeking to apply to care now, because I think, although he never said it, I think my husband definitely wanted to wait a little bit until she was a little bit older to send her. I think he didn't want to send an infant now that she's 14 months. She's no longer an infant, she is a toddler. So I think he feels a little bit better about sending her to daycare. So that's that. Something else that I'm in the process of doing. What else do we have? So picking up stuff for my cake project. It's very exciting. I am also hoping to work on career stuff. So that's something else that now, with a little bit of downtime, I am actively working on and really appreciate the opportunity to work on. So part of that for me is actually getting things done. So I have to remember 2 things. I have to remember that it doesn't count when you just browse. Like, you actually have to get the thing done. So for me, that means actually downloading and getting my resume over to this individual who said that they would look at it very kindly. So that's that. The second thing is actually taking action on getting myself together. So that's the other thing. On the career side, just kind of continually working, as I keep saying, on increasing the value of my skills in the marketplace and bringing that increased value to my current employer, as well as any future opportunities, which is what we're all doing, right? So I forget I think it's a Zig Ziglar quote, that we are all self-employed, regardless of who signs our check. We are all self-employed, and I think it's important for me to keep that in mind, that I am self-employed regardless of who signs my check, right? I also heard something on a podcast the other day that I was listening to, Chalene Johnson, formerly from Beachbody fame. Now she has the Impact Marketing Academy, I forget the name, that she is promoting. So she said, or the interviewer said, would you agree with this statement? The fastest way to build wealth is to build your personal brand. And she took a moment, she's thinking about it. She's like, I'm trying to see if there's anything that would dispel that. And then she said, no, I think that is accurate. So that's huge in saying the fastest way to build wealth is by building your personal brand. And I want to keep that in mind for myself, because a personal brand is very important. Also, I know that I tend to keep falling into the same, I don't want to say traps, but into the same challenges, which is where I have a hard time appreciating where I am. I tend to want to be somewhere other than where I actually am. And this is sort of a life lesson as well as career, but saying I want to learn and grow and be the best in the current role that I have and not wish for something else. So that is something that I am actively moving towards, which I think is important for me, for kind of breaking out of that. Like even when I was playing, growing up, I played a string instrument, and I always used to wish that I was athletic. I was better at sports. Or I wish that what I really wanted to be was an actress. I wish I was better at acting. I had more skills. I wish I could sing and dance. So not appreciating the gifts that I had, which now I'm like, I really could have appreciated that opportunity to be really good at playing a stringed instrument, which a lot of people want to do. So little things like appreciating where you are and what you're doing is important. On that topic, I really want to appreciate this holiday season, because I'm really enjoying what's going on right now. I'm loving having this project and making a cake. I'm loving the life that I'm living right now. I'm loving where we're living. So we're on in a corner of the city that really has a lot of holiday stuff going, and I think it's really cool that we can just kind of step out our front door and see a lot of holiday stuff for fun. So that's really neat. And I think in the midst of everything, how expensive it is, how much work it is, how exhausted I feel, I want to remember how much joy and wonder and enjoyment there is. Yesterday we just sat on the couch and watched a Hallmark movie and that was kind of an amazing way to spend at 2 hours. I thought that was fantastic, and it was free. I am not a Hallmark movie watcher. I am not someone that is prone to watching Hallmark movies, but I had the best time. My husband is, and will fully admit it. I feel like you have to be a big strapping man to freely admit that you like Hallmark movies, but he is, so he did. Eunice's brother, he's like, well, my family doesn't. I'm like, well, I'm not a Hallmark movie watcher, but I really enjoyed that Hallmark movie. So really want to appreciate what's going right. So that's something that's going right. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you've been up to lately, and I appreciate you always for watching.